Welcome to Black and Gold Today, brought to you by Ray Brandt Infinity. I'm Rachel Whittaker. You know by now, NFL free agency starts next week. And here with me to discuss some key topics is Saints beat writer Evan Woodbery. Well, Evan, thanks for coming by.
Thank you.
Well, you just posted a story actually on this Tuesday that the Saints have held the 13th overall pick 4 times. The Saints are going to have lots of players to choose from at that spot, particularly on defense, which we know is where they need help the most.
Yeah, it was interesting. We went back over 25 years and looked at the last number 13 overall picks for each team over those 25-year span. And what we found was that there are very few busts, that most of the players were solid contributors, and the few players that didn't work out, it was largely due to issues outside their control, like injuries or something like that. So I think in that sense it's encouraging for the Saints that it's not a swing or miss type pick at number 13, that you can get a solid player, and they're going to have some options at several different positions there.
Right, and one on the offensive line, you know the name Jamal Brown very well. He, of course, went to Chicago, and also Dante Stallworth was the number 13 pick, and Saints legends like Joe Johnson, Saints Hall of Famer, and Mark Fields as well, a linebacker, was a number 13 pick. Now, Evan, as well, Mark Ingram, he of course is going to be one of the Saints' top free agents, if not the top free agent. And Sean Payton said that he hopes Mark Ingram will be back in black and gold next season. But how realistic is that at this point?
Well, I think they're at least making sure that they go through the motions of attempting it. We've now heard Payton twice say that he wants to have Ingram back on the team. I think realistically, though, the ball is kind of in Ingram's court. I think the Saints have kind of a price ceiling that they're not going to go any higher than, as far as what they want to pay for a running back and what they've historically paid. And I think based on his age, his track record, the lack of wear and tear, and what the rest of the market is going to hold, I think Ingram can probably get more elsewhere, and I think ultimately that's probably what he's going to do.
Okay, yeah, just 25 years old and almost hit 1,000 yards this past season, his best yet as a pro. So, but the Saints at the same time, they've always had that running back by committee type style. So I think honestly, if Ingram does not stay with the Saints, that they'll be okay at the position. Do you think?
Yeah, and really up until the second half of this last season, they've done running back by committee Ingram's entire career with the Saints. He didn't really get a chance to be the sole primary back until the latter half of his final season. So, it's not going to be that big of a change. Whoever they bring in to replace him, they could look at some late round guys. They could look at some veteran, inexpensive free agents. They could look at some undrafted guys. I mean, that would fit more in what the profile of what Sean Payton's done and what the Saints have done of late.
Yeah, exactly. Keyword inexpensive when you're talking about
Absolutely.
The free agent market right there. And again, that all starts March 10th, the start of the new league year. Well, Evan, thanks a lot as always.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching Black and Gold Today. We'll see you on Wednesday.